Stampede. You're listening to
Heard It on the X.
Top-notch Chinese computer.
Mornings are dim and baptized by the rain. I hope that these lines will creep into your brain. Feeling on trampolines, bouncing up and down. After all you put me through, I still want you around. Can you find a way to make it out of bed today?
Hi folks, welcome back to Heard It on the X, the East Coast premier music talk show. That was Melia Macaron's song, Just a Bride. How you doing, honey? Welcome to the studio.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Are you hot?
Yeah, I'm a little warm.
Good. We like to make sure that all the guests are really
Really warm.
hot and sweaty. And
Yeah.
that's what we aim for.
I see.
So-
yeah, well, it's working.
Good. I'm glad. We like to turn the heat up when it's about 90 degrees. Have you ever fixed the air conditioning problem here? We can't figure it out to save our lives. So, what did we just listen to, my dear?
Just a Bride.
And that's a song that won you some accolades.
Yeah, it actually won me 3 awards. It won me Best Female Rock Artist, Song of the Year, and Best Rock Song. This is all through Indie Music Channel. And basically a little background on it is basically it's online radio, and they only play unsigned artists around the world. And they have like a countdown and everything. And that song hit number 1 5 weeks in a row. And well, the guy that owns it asked me to come out to LA for the award show and perform, which was at House of Blues. And they had awards and everything, and I won three awards for it.
Okay, so the channel is an internet radio.
Yes.
And anybody can submit their stuff to it?
Anybody can submit their stuff to it, yeah.
Because
They
like
can
Jimmy,
sign up to it.
Jimmy and I were talking about, well, first of all, I think it's great that you're doing this. And we're going to be joined later by a couple other female artists that are out there and just rocking and rolling. But one of the questions that Jim and I had is where does somebody even take a new song, a new disc? So this indie channel is one of the places to go to.
Yeah. I mean, it's I think it's awesome, and that's why Chris actually started it, is because he used to work at a radio station where they wouldn't allow basically any unsigned artists to even get their music heard, and he just couldn't stand it, so he started his own thing, and he made the Indie Music Channel, and it's all for unsigned. He said because there's just too many times where he'd see a band that was really, really good, and he couldn't get them in anywhere. No radio stations.
Even
were
signed bands.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a local country guy he's open for Toby Keith. He's signed. He's touring. There's a local country station in Buffalo won't even play his disc. Won't even think about it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's the biggest reason why he started it. His name's Christopher Ewing, and he basically told me, he's like, I started it because I couldn't get anybody. Nobody could get into radio stations. It was all the same music over and over, and he goes, and I couldn't get anything fresh into they wouldn't allow it, basically. So that's how a lot of radio stations are, unfortunately. So yeah, we're all the indie music artists that are on that, but we're all super grateful for him because he really did a lot for all of us, all the unsigned artists.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic, and it's funny because one of the topics we've covered on the show is we actually moved our show from a competitor's radio station, now the competitor, over to here. This used to be the competitor, and the reason why we did is this is an independently owned station. Mm-hmm. I can sit down with the owner of the station. I've been out to dinner with them. We've been to concerts together. Mm-hmm. That's important to me. I mean, it's important to know that there's still independent radio out there. One of the reasons why there is an independent radio is because of deregulation. It used to be that you could only own 3 AM, 3 FM, and 3 TV stations. Mm-hmm. Well, they deregulated all this back in the 80s, and now Clear Channel owns every station.
Right.
And it makes it even harder for artists like yourself to get anything heard because there's very few independent stations anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult.
Yeah.
So you go out to California, you win all these awards, and you played House of Blues.
House of Blues.
And you played another gig out there too.
Yeah, we booked another gig at the Rainbow.
Yeah? How'd that go?
It was cool. It was awesome.
Pretty monumental room. That had to be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
man, it was cool. It was really cool. I saw Lemmy. Lemmy was like sitting downstairs from Motorhead.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him?
I didn't go up to him because I know that like they say like when he's playing his little video game, it's like ancient. It's from forever ago, but he plays the same game like every night there. And they say don't go up to him because he gets annoyed. But I went up to him when he was done with his game. And I was just like,
Was he cool?
Yeah, he was cool. He was
Did
cool.
he offer you methamphetamines or alcohol?
No, he didn't.
Oh, so
But he drank the whole night.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He's there every night.
Yeah, it's amazing the amount of alcohol he drinks too. It's just
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Yeah, so that's what I hear. I hear he's there every night drinking, playing his game. So
What was it like talking to Lemmy? It's got to be.
It was crazy.
Could you understand anything he said?
No, not really.
Yeah, he's a
he
tough
didn't really
one.
say much, but yeah, it was kind of frightening a little bit because he's just such a legend. I was like, oh my gosh, But yeah, no, he was cool. He was cool. He was very nice.
Even the fact that you know who Lemmy is cool. I mean, I think it's really. Again, tell us your age.
I'm 21.
21, Jim.
21, the right
What
age.
were you doing at 21?
Oh my gosh, I was
Listening to Katy Perry. That's what you were
I
doing.
was listening to Katy Perry and living in New York City.
Yeah, I guess you got me there.
Yeah.
You got me there, Jim. So prior to you coming on, we were talking about. Do you think DJs are artists? Not like what Jim and I are doing now. I mean, like the goofballs at parties that foam up a room.
I have
And
to
play-
say no.
Oh, Jimmy.
I told you.
I'm sorry.
I know.
She says no.
It's okay.
It bums me out. You know, it's like they have like someone come into clubs now and just spin a record.
What
you
about-
know?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't even be as bad if they were spinning a record like the old days.
Right.
Now they come in with a
Now
Mac.
they come in with
You know, and it's a
computer.
program.
Yeah.
It's like, for real? You guys really think that you're doing something? My
I'm
fa-
sorry.
What if it's a DJ that's playing your music?
But they
I
won't.
doubt
though.
that would happen.
Yeah, they won't.
Why wouldn't
Because
it?
it's.
They would
it's
play the
rock.
remix
It's
of her
not-
music.
Yeah, they would like remix it and make
Okay.
it.
You know?
Make
Okay.
it Gaga style.
No, I would play your music. Absolutely.
He's a
would.
liar. He's
Absolutely.
lying
Why
right
wouldn't
now
I?
to you. He
Why
is
wouldn't I?
so lying to
You
you.
would play right after Katy Perry.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I swear.
And he would beat match it too, honey, so the beats would go together. Because he's
Yeah.
so good at that. It's not a
Uh-huh.
program that's doing it. It's
Yeah.
Jim. Jim does all that
Perfection.
stuff.
Yes, my middle name is Perfection.
Yeah. You would not. You're an excellent engineer, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you would not play her music.
You don't think so?
No, I think you're saying it because she's very pretty and
No.
she's sitting right there.
No.
But there's no way that you would play her music.
I'll get my hands on the CD afterwards.
And you're going to take it and put beats behind it or something?
No, I'll play the straight songs. Scout's honor.
He's lying. He's totally lying. One of my favorite things to do on Facebook is friend a bunch of DJs and watch them argue with each other, because the arguments between these DJs are so funny. Because there's like a faction of DJs that have, they're at a certain level of notoriety,
Yeah.
and a certain level of cash.
Right.
And they'll actually mock out the other DJs that are just showing up with a laptop, full of
yeah.
tunes, which is really all they're doing anyways.
Yeah.
But I just think it's hilarious watching these guys bicker back and
Bicker
forth
back
and
and
fight.
forth
And it's
about
like,
it.
come on, for real?
Yeah.
So how did you get exposed to rock and roll at such a young age?
Well, I was bullied a lot, so I really didn't have a lot to do when I was younger.
Bowling, did you say?
Bullied, yeah, a lot
Oh,
when I
bullied.
was younger.
Oh, they said bowling.
So, no.
What kind of bowling are you hanging out at?
No, I was just, in my spare time, I just would listen
You were
to music.
bullied a lot?
Yeah, I was bullied a lot. So,
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I think I was just different. I liked different things. I liked bands, and, I was kind of more of a punk rocker, and but, I mean, I got bullied a lot, and I think my outlet was music. So, I mean, when I turned to
So,
guys like
wait a minute.
Madonna-
Let's go back to this bowling thing.
Yeah.
You grew up in Rochester?
Yes.
Let me write this down. I don't want my kids going to Rochester because pretty girls get bullied in Rochester.
Rochester.
Go figure that.
That's
I
unfortunate.
can understand you getting bullied,
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
but you?
Yeah, in middle school, I was bullied pretty bad.
Were you an athlete though? Were you athletic somewhat?
Yeah, I played soccer, but I just didn't really fit in,
Yeah, just an outsider.
Yeah, I was kind of an outside. I mean, and I'm not, I was fine. I mean, but I just, I was different. And girls were pretty brutal. I think once the internet started coming out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's some really brutal ways that kids get bullied now. I think.
So this
soccer.
bullying thing is really real?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
because I hear about it and I can't. Once again, I'm an old fat guy, so
It's
I
a
just,
different generation, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's different, but But yeah, I mean, it was pretty brutal.
But I've always thought, this is my contention, we're going to get off the music thing for a second, and I've always said the schools breed bullying. I've never met a gym teacher in my life who was not a bully.
Right.
I've never met a principal who wasn't a bully. So I love when
Yeah.
they get on these anti-bullying things, because it's like, you guys teach bullying.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
So the internet was really that bad, though. I mean, as far as...
Yeah, I mean, I would go on it. You know, I was young, and you know, when you're like 11 or 12, you just go online because that's what everybody else is doing, and I would just get, you know, all these messages, you know, go kill myself.
Really?
Oh yeah, I got that a lot when I was younger. But I mean, like I said, just kids were just brutal. You know, they're just kids. But I think
That's terrible.
I think it has to do with the parenting too. I don't think it's, you know, all. I think it's the school, but I think the parenting too, because you know, where did they get that kind of language?
Yeah.
Or how did they, you know, come up with that stuff? You know, at that age. So.
That is awful.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? That's what got me into music. Absolutely, 100%. It's definitely what helped me.
We're going to take a commercial break, and during this commercial break, you can bully Jim all you want. I mean,
Take
you
your
go
best
ahead.
shot.
And if Josh was here, he would even hold him down. But you can do whatever you want to Jim, and then when we come back, you're going to play for us in the studio and talk a little bit more,
I
okay?
would love to.
Stick around, folks. More Heard It on the Act.